Every street grip suspension system is equipped with new delrin control arm bushings that will dramatically increase the responsiveness and handling of the car while maintaining a compliant and comfortable ride. Removing the original bushings and installing the new Ridetech street grip bushings can, however, be the most challenging part of the entire suspension system installation process. The Ridetech bushing toolkit is designed to make this process as simple as possible, using hand tools right in your own garage, allowing you to avoid having to take your control arms to a shop and paying someone else to do the work for you. To get started on this lower control arm, first, we'll select the steel sleeve that fits over the outside of the original bushing. Then, slide the threaded rod through the sleeve and bushing until it is positioned in the middle of the bushing. Install the correct size circular steel plate and washer on both sides of the threaded rod and start threading the nuts on both ends. A small amount of grease on the threads will help when we begin to wrench on these. To keep from deforming the control arm, insert the supplied spacer handle and start tightening the nuts. Slowly, the bushing will be pressed out of the arm. To install the new Ridetech delrin lower arm bushings, place the delrin bushing in the outer steel sleeve and then insert the inner steel sleeve in the delrin bushing. The delrin is infused with Teflon and does not require any lubrication. It does, however, help to add a small amount of grease to the outside of the bushing as well as the control arm surface as we press the bushing into the lower control arm. To install the bushing, place the sleeve on the inside of the arm with the threaded rod through the new bushing. Using the correct size round steel plates, tighten the nuts on both ends slightly and check to make sure the bushing is aligned correctly. Again, place the spacer handle in the control arm to avoid deforming it and tighten the nuts on both ends of the threaded rod. Make sure the bushing remains aligned as it is pressed through both the outside and inside holes. When the bushing is fully seated in the arm, remove the tool and repeat on the remaining lower bushings. To remove the upper bushing, first remove the bolts from the cross shaft. Then, with the correct size sleeve, install the smaller threaded rod into the cross shaft. Again, a small amount of grease on the threads will make the pressing operation easier. Next, install the short D-shaped steel plates on the cross shaft so they contact the bushing housing. Tighten the nut on the threaded rod to remove the bushing. The new Ridetech upper arm bushings need to be assembled in the same manner as the lower. Again, the delrin bushings never require lubrication or servicing. However, to ease in the pressing process during installation, a small amount of grease on the outside of the steel housing will make things go together much smoother. This time, we will use the longer D-shaped steel plates along with the short plates facing the opposite direction for spacing purposes. The plates should be positioned so they contact the control arm surface but do not block the hole for the bushing. Reinstall the threaded rod, round steel plate washer, and nut and tighten to press the bushing into the arm. Remove the tool and repeat on the other upper arm bushings. Don't forget to reinstall the cross shaft washers and bolts. The control arms are now ready to be reinstalled, and since we used the Ridetech bushing install toolkit, all that was required was simple hand tools and a little grease, especially elbow grease.